What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Techful Goodies, and welcome to my desk. We have another good product review for you here today. This is the Yottamaster 5-in-1 docking station. And in fact, this is the Yottamaster 6-in-1 docking station. The good folks from Yottamaster sent these over to me. Originally, they sent the 5-port over to me, the 5-in-1 docking station. And then contacted me a few days later and said they just released the 6-in-1. So they sent this one over also and said that I could give an honest review on what I thought about these docking stations, as well as maybe compare and contrast the difference between the 5 and the 6. So you might be asking yourself, why do I need a docking station? Or you might be here saying, I need a docking station. So these are USB-C docking stations. You can see that the USB-C connector is right there. And what that does is on a lot of the laptops today, they've started to reduce the number of available USB ports on the laptops. And what happens is that you end up with basically 1 or 2 USB-C ports. Now, once that USB-C port is taken up with the charger, then you're sort of stuck in a situation of where can I put all my peripherals? Let's say you have a flash drive, or if you want to hook up both a mouse and a keyboard to your laptop. So this becomes a literal docking station for your laptop. So let's just go ahead and open these up, take a look at both options, and then talk a little bit more about what we might want to use these for. So we'll start with the 5-in-1 here. And we'll leave the 5-in-1 over here on this side. And we'll also open the 6-in-1. And the 6-in-1 will be over here. Both packaged very similarly. 5-in-1 obviously has this little plastic on the top and looks like this. And the 6-in-1 has the exact same plastic and looks almost identical. So at this point in time, you wouldn't see much difference. But what we're going to look at now is that the 5-in-1, one important note is that it does, both of the docking stations do have heat dissipation fan on the inside that kind of gets the heat out this way if there's any extra heat. Because one thing to note about these two is that this particular 5-in-1 is a 60-watt PD 60-watt docking station, where this one, the 6-in-1, is a PD 100 watts. So those can tend to get pretty hot with a lot of sort of wattage going through them. So it's nice that they both have those little fans. And I'll tell you what, this is a nice solid metal here around the outside. Looks like a good, nice solid product. So we're looking at the 5-in-1 docking station, and you'll see there is a difference. Actually, I'll go ahead and pick this one up. You'll see that the difference is that the 5-in-1 has two 480 megabits per second transfer ports, which I believe is USB 2.0, and the USB 3.0, which is the 5 gigabit per second transfer speed. And the 6-in-1 actually comes with 3 USB 3.0, 5 gigabit per second ports. Now that seems pretty substantial to me, going from basically 2 ports USB 2.0 to 3 ports of the USB 3.0. So if we flip them both over on the other side, you'll see that they both have HDMI out. They both have this PD charging port here, which allows you to basically charge. It's a pass-through to be able to charge your laptop while you're using your laptop if you are using this particular connector. And I want to show you a little graphic in a little bit to show you exactly what this supports. But this allows for the 100-watt charging, and this allows for the 60-watt charging. I believe this maybe charges about 85-watt because there are other ports on here that could potentially take some of that power away. But it is nice that it allows you to basically charge your laptop while you're using it, because this is probably going to take up your charging port. And there is, on the 6-in-1, you're going to get the extra USB-C port, which allows you to have a 5 gigabit per second transfer rate also. So to recap, you have the 5-in-1 right here, or the newer 6-in-1 right here, both fairly similar in price range, but I think that you need to think about what your usage is going to be and how you're going to use it, and what laptop you have and what sort of charging restrictions you have on your laptop. in order to be able to pick which one you're going to want to use. So let's talk about when you would want to use one of these, okay? So I'm going to put a graphic up here on the screen right now that basically shows you that these do have a wide compatibility for different protocols, but it's very important for you to look at your laptop and see whether or not your port supports using a hub. So if you have a data and display port, or a Thunderbolt port, or a data power delivery and display port, you can use these ones. But if you only have the super speed USB-C, these won't work. So in the link that I'm going to put down below, you can look on Amazon, and it gives very specific instructions on what it's compatible with and what it'll work with, because you want to make sure that you pick the right one for your laptop. The listing that I do put down below actually has the 5 and the 6. It also has a 10 if you want to look at that too, but it has the 5-in-1 and the 6-in-1. And then if you scroll kind of down to the bottom, you'll see these graphics that allow you to understand what the compatibility is for each laptop that you may or may not have. So why would you want to use a docking station, right? So a laptop in general is something that you want to use as a portable device. You walk around your house, you may sit on your couch, and you may use it there, but there are some situations you may want to use it in a more desktop-like fashion. So you'll want to basically sit down, bring your laptop, and you're able to have your docking station here. You may have a mouse hooked up here, a keyboard hooked up here, a USB flash drive hooked up here, and you might have an external monitor hooked up here. So this is sitting on your desk. You bring your laptop in, set it down, and I'll use this as a laptop, plug it into the port, and with everything set up there, all of a sudden your monitor is going to work, your keyboard's going to work, your mouse is going to work, your USB flash drive is going to work. And then if you want to also have a separate power cable coming into here, and that's going to be sold separately. They don't come with that. But your power cable is going to come in here, and that will actively charge your laptop once you plug this into your laptop. So then you're completely free from the laptop portion of it, and then you're just using like a keyboard and a mouse, just like a desktop setup. So that's kind of the situation that you would want to be able to use something like this. You know, some people might have Bluetooth keyboards. That's fine. That'll work just fine too. Bluetooth mouse, but this opens up a whole lot of possibilities to basically be able to, come and grab your flash drive. Of course, put it in the right way. Plug that in there. You're good to go. If you have, like I said, you have your keyboard, you have your mouse, have those hooked in, and then you're all set up. And again, it's important to note that both of these are not quote unquote hubs. You can purchase a hub for your computer, a USB hub, and that'll give you multiple USB drives and allow you to be able to have different types of USB devices working on your computer. This is considered a docking station, and while it can be used as a hub, right? Because once you plug this into your computer, you have all these different USB drives here. The real power in this is to be able to take this and hook it up to your laptop. And again, with the HDMI out 4K, you can have both your laptop up with that monitor on and have dual monitor to be able to use dual monitors on your laptop. And like I said, a lot of people would like to, use their laptop on the go, but they also want to be able to come and sit down at a desk and plug in their laptop and basically have it seamlessly work with all their stuff on their table. And again, just to talk about kind of some of the pros and cons of each one of these devices, the 6-in-1 has the 3 USB 3.0s. It has the extra USB-C, all 5 gigabit per second transfer rates. Both devices have the HDMI, and both devices have the PD charging here. Again, the 6-in-1 is 100-watt PD charging, where the 5-in-1 with only one USB 3.0 and 2 USB 2.0s, you are missing on the 5-in-1, you are missing the USB-C on the back. You do have the 4K HDMI and the PD charging, but again, it is only a 60-watt charger. And like I said earlier, make sure you check your devices. These are compatible for almost all USB-C devices, such as MacBook Pro, MacBook Air 2020, 2021, 2022, iPad Pro 2020, 2021, Samsung Galaxy, Google Chromebook I'm reading off the list here, Dell XPS G Series, Surface Book Pro, XP Pro. Anyway, the list goes on and on. They have a full list on the Amazon listing down below. And what I'm actually excited to use this for is my iPad Pro. I've been wanting to have a situation where I could sit down at a desk, plug this into my iPad Pro, have a keyboard and a mouse hooked up, external storage hooked up so that I can access it from the files menu, and also charge my iPad at the same time. I'll tell you what, these two docking stations are money in the bank. I would particularly go with the 6-in-1. That's because I do a lot of fast file transfers with all the video files that I'm using. But yeah, I think we have some really awesome products here. I'm really impressed by the build quality. I would definitely recommend checking out the link before, reading through the Amazon listing. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If I left anything out, make sure you ask the questions down below in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. I'm typically answer everything really quickly. Thanks for joining me at my desk to take a look at these two products. Hit a like if this helped you. Toss a subscribe in. I'd love to see you back. But this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.